Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the Kizumonogatari films.
Toku.
God damn it. My name is Xero. To the actually on the right side of your screen is my fishy assistant Cerby. Say hello, Cerby.
Hello, Cerby.
Guys, I'm so tired. And to the left side of your screen is my dog, Kiwi. Bark, Kiwi.
Fish ducks, fish ducks, fish ducks. Yeah, hi.
And if you haven't realized by now, there is something very unique about our channel, is because I sort of rewired Kiwi's brain, and I made a few mistakes, so she kind of has tics. She might have the bug kind too, but the tics that I'm talking about are like the neurological kind. So there might be certain trigger words and colored flashings that will trigger her, and she's gonna say some really outlandish stuff, to put it lightly. There's
Cucumber soup.
some stuff that could get us banned off of YouTube, but don't worry. Hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. And but if it does, then yeah, this channel probably isn't for you. And for those of you who don't mind, welcome to the Weebs channel.
Xero and Cerby are allowed. I told Xero and Cerby that they can laugh at my tics because I feel more uncomfortable when they don't. So I'm laughing with them because they're laughing at me. So I'm not offended. You should not be offended as well. Thank you.
Yes. Of course, we're not making fun of Kiwi, but it is better to make light of something that is kind of hilarious, not gonna lie.
As long as the person is okay with it. Which Kiwi?
Yes.
Cucumber dogs. Cucumber dogs.
That's a
Cock dogs.
image. Oh no, that's not something that I want to imagine. Here on this channel, because of how YouTube copyright system is and how inconsistent it can be, we do full-timer reactions. So, open up your own copy of the episode, sync it up with the timer that is going to appear within Kiwi's hands when I do the countdown, and let's enjoy some anime. Oh yes, by the way, I almost forgot to mention this. I have watched the entire Monogatari series several times through. It's one of my, well, probably my most favorite anime of all time. Cerby here has only seen Bakemonogatari and the Kizu films, so this is not blind for her. But Kiwi is blind and she has no idea. Actually, she had no idea that these were films. She was very shocked that they were called films, actually, and that was another surprise, but yeah. She doesn't, she's not English.
Yeah. I'm from Oklahoma.
Of course you are. Now on, all of our viewers are going to believe that you're actually from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, same thing.
Yeah, pretty close. Almost. You get 100 points on GeoGuessr.
What's the difference?
If you haven't noticed, we like to ramble a lot, but we're actually going to get into the episode now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's actually working. Sorry for the weird cut there. We had some technical difficulties, as we always do.
Yeah, like always. In how long will your model die, Xero?
Hopefully not today.
Not today. Not today.
Please don't take these words away from me, Kiwi.
BTS song?
What?
Were you just singing the BTS song?
That's what I was thinking about when you said not today, so I guess.
In my opinion, this opening section is probably like the best cold opening in any anime movie I've seen. I'd be interested to see like reactions to anybody who actually starts off the Monogatari series by watching Kizu.
I mean, you could have done that, but you didn't.
I could, but the experience would be kind of weird. And
Weirder than my fate through.
I want you to enjoy the series, Kiwi, not to experiment on you. I've already done enough experimenting on you as it is.
Animal abuse.
I do not hit her, for the record.
Just virtual slaps all day.
Oh, vampire fangs.
Nice ass.
He's not as thick as Takemichi.
They really experimented with the art style in these movies.
Monogatari just seems like an experiment in and of itself. Like, have you seen the OPs?
I mean, not the weirdest things I've watched, but I agree. They're pretty experimental.
Let's die.
That's not.
Oh, fuck Monogatari and its birds. Why are there birds?
I completely forgot about this.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
If you guys are new here, Kiwi has a bird phobia.
Oh,
You know, out of
I
all the
wanna
things
cry.
that Kiwi's done, like, oh, no birds. This one I would give her. If you have bird phobia, actually seems scary.
I mean, I'd be kind of freaked out too if there were that many crows.
I love crows. There'd be a lot of bird poop there, though.
Well, I mean, you are weird, so.
I'm weird to like crows?
Yeah,
no,
Cerby.
you're just weird in general.
That's weird.
I mean, I can't deny that.
Anyone who likes birds is either gay or weird.
Whoa. You know what I was mentioning about Kiwi ticking stuff and like us getting banned off of YouTube for that? That wasn't actually a tick, but
no, it's just Kiwi. Kiwi's just like that.
I mean, if I was nice and quiet, it would be weird for what I say in my ticks, but my ticks are me, and I am my ticks. We're one. Oh damn, Ash Ketchum.
what?
I was thinking he's going to turn to Ash, and that was a tick. I'm sorry.
Ah, I see. Well, he is. I love how we're giggling at Araragi, like, painfully burning to death. This is like quality reactions.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
I love this animation though of him burning.
Yes, like this particular, like all the birds.
It's a really cool shot. Yeah.
I don't like this not because Araragi is burning, but because of the birds.
I can't read these. I got
a little
vampire.
French,
That's
Kiwi?
about as far as I got.
Oh no.
Okay. I won't tell you what it means,
German.
I mean, I can make guesses, but I don't know
you have seen the film, so obviously.
I mean, I'm guessing that it said something about the end of the vampire.
Yeah, basically.
Araragi, get out of the sun.
Pain. Haha. Pain. Pain. Haha.
Oh no. A vampire in the land of the rising sun.
I was about to make a joke about the flag being the watchful eye, but never forget it. That was such a stupid joke. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Don't worry, Kiwi. All your jokes are kind of stupid.
Out of all the things that you said, the thing you didn't say that was so mild, it's the thing that you apologize for.
I don't understand what you mean.
By the way, this is probably the best OP in all of Monogatari.
I do. I guess. For some reason that is triggering me.
It sounds like we're about to start a Western standoff.
Western?
I died. I dead. Uh-huh. Kitty.
Actually, at this point, not yet. This does happen before Bake and even Neko Kuro, I believe.
I see. So this is okay. This is how the bucket started.
Yep. Bake technically starts when Aragi's climbing the stairs, but in the beginning of episode 1, we do see a little like montage of stuff that happens in Kizu. I don't blame the guy for crashing.
Who the fuck is this person? This isn't Hanekawa that I know.
Imagine watching this in a theater, though.
Immersive.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Oh my god. Kiwi really does like her edgy anime boys.
She ran for like a split second. She looks like a Kiwi drawing with all the blush.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, sure. I will not reject that because I love my blush. Wait, we'll have to go back during the discussion to his name. I think that will be really important for his character.
Don't
He
worry,
looks
it
so
gets
much
mentioned
older in Kizu.
later on when it does become important. Also, we must do the tradition of every reactor that watches Kizu. Look at the water! Look at the animation! Whoa.
Oh, I didn't even notice the water.
It
I
just
was
looks like
looking at
old
the
CG water.
I
God
was
damn it,
looking at the
guys.
buildings.
Yeah, I like the silhouette is way cooler than the water. Like I could open Unity and almost make that water.
Yeah, you guys have ruined everything for me.
I'm sorry.
Nice save. Yeah, this isn't Hanekawa that I know from the Monogatari somewhat.
I wonder why.
Says the girl who made like a bunch of stupid jokes in Monogatari.
I think all the characters make stupid jokes in fucking
Yeah, but she made them in pajamas.
Oh, you mean the radio?
She leans so far
wait.
forward when she walks.
I feel like this is a romance movie reference, okay? Of some kind. I'm not sure which movie, but it feels like it is.
I mean, there are a ton of references in Kizu to other stuff. I believe there's a Devilman Crybaby reference, but that's not in the first film.
It wouldn't be a Devilman Crybaby reference because this came out way before Crybaby. It would be an original Devilman reference.
Ah.
Their hair in the wind is distracting me from the text.
When did
The
the last
animation is too
Kizu film
good.
come out?
2018?
Mm.
Not sure. I'm just coming up with a number in my head. I know that it's more recent.
Yeah, I knew the last one was more recent. Well, duh. No, the first one came out.
I just translated Noah in my head and ticked myself.
Great.
I should not have done that. That's racist.
This is what happens when we say any color.
No, those two colors are not colors, they're hues.
2017. Close. Well, Crybaby came out in 18.
Hmm.
So it came out a year after the last Kizu film.
Didn't Crybaby come from a manga?
Yeah.
Then it
No,
could
Devilman is
reference.
as I said, it would be referencing the original Devilman. Devilman's super old. It also had an OVA series a long time ago, but Crybaby itself is new though.
Yeah, the Araragi in Kizu is so much different from the Araragi in Bake.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool. The edge on him, makes my heart go doki doki.
You guys saying stuff like, oh, having friends. It makes me weaker as a human.
The art style makes him look older though.
It does. Makes Hanekawa look a lot more bouncy, too.
Yeah. He had some High School of the Dead kind of physics in that first shot.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I thought that he looks more serious and that she looks more childish. Unlike in Bake. That's what I thought. I did not think that he looked older.
These statements are not mutually exclusive.
Ding ding dong dong dong.
The way they draw her mouth kind of looks like a Kiwi drawing too.
Yeah, it does.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'll
apologizing
take that
again.
as a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm just saying it's cute like your drawings.
Oh no. What will you ever do, Araragi? She's now your friend. Now you're eternally weak.
I love this song.
Like,
Oh,
the
Araragi, don't
OSTs
fall
in
for her. You'll get
Kizu
a better girlfriend.
are
Wait,
just so
Araragi,
good.
Araragi, be careful. You have a better girlfriend in the future. Don't fall for her. Bad Araragi. Bad. No, don't stare at her. Stop it. Stop. Why is Hanekawa in Kizu so fucking adorable and in Bakishi so fucking annoying?
It's like she's got a very cat-like personality, and it's gonna get slipped into Kuro Hanekawa.
Oh, that's so adorable. That's adorable. Oh.
I just wanted to land on his head.
Love the match cuts.
Oh, where's the balls? See?
That's the first thing that Q looks for in Aragi's room.
Is this
His
bedroom?
house design and room, everything in Kizu is all different from how it actually is within the rest of the series.
But I would think that he would, in Kizu, try to figure out how soft Hanekawa's boobs are, so that's why I was asking.
Well, what do you think he's thinking about right now? Yes, he had to go let out some steam. Oh god, this sequence.
The tracking in this is a little odd.
A Naruto reference.
Bruh, when she calls you and says that she's home alone.
Still think he's cool, Kiwi?
No, I lost all of my respect for him.
You've seen how he treats
I mean-
Hajikuji. Oh god. Please don't tell me that triggers you.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, not that. It was the beeping sounds.
Yes, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Because it's going to play a lot.
I always called him Morse code Braille, and I don't know why. Those are very different things. Braille wouldn't do much good in a video.
The Kizu movies feel much more straightforward than the Monogatari was. I guess, kind of.
Straightforward?
Yeah, straightforward.
Well, I guess what you're trying to say is that, it's getting to the story a lot faster? Maybe?
I
Kind
think it's
of.
probably just the movie format.
Yeah, exactly. That's because it's a movie, it has to get the story done in a certain amount of time.
Oh no, it's a period.
I just put an image I didn't want in my head. Thank you, Kiwi. Because I know whose blood that is.
I'm sorry. Why are you following it, Araragi?
I mean, he's
don't
proven
think he
himself
even
to be a
knows.
very intelligent individual.
I am
Truly.
wondering that. Is this how it feels to watch horror movies?
Like slasher horror movies.
Yes, go down to the deep, dark basement where you heard the weird sound.
I
Just
like
follow the
he's
blood.
saying Netflix in these movies.
Yeah, he's following the blood trail when it was said that the vampire is on a loose with blonde hair. And he's following the blood trail. Yeah, really
And it was said,
intelligent.
well, it was a rumor that Hanekawa told him about.
I mean, so far he hasn't met any like.
I mean,
Oh,
his
what does
only
he
friend
call
told
him?
him.
Kizu. Like
His only friend
oddities.
told him
yeah.
His only friend told him a rumor. I think that he would believe her.
About vampires.
Yeah.
If I told you that vampires were real, would you believe me, Kiwi? What if I told you that I was a sexy vampire?
I mean, how could they not be real when I exist? I'm a wolf girl. And Cerby's a fish.
Also, I'm going to pause in the most inopportune moment ever. Apologies for the weird cut. I am back alive.
Are you?
Not inside, but mostly.
You don't have a panic attack, please.
I mean,
I would.
it's a very natural response, I would think.
Lillian, my voice. I simply love this character simply because it looks like Lillian.
And then he just throws her.
She just throws her.
You idiot out of that.
Oh my god.
Shakies. Let me suck.
Well, you're not wrong.
It would have been a different shot though if that's how she said it. Instead, let me suck.
Please remember that name.
I just know her as Kishat Underblade. I skipped the stuff in between.
When I was watching with
But
Kane, we had
isn't
to
she
stop for 5
normal?
minutes and have him repeat it over and over again just to remember.
Oh,
Kind of been nuggeted.
black nuggets. That's racist.
Okay,
Oh
we
God.
had no part in that.
My tick just triggered itself.
A transfusion, yes. Oh, wait a minute. I need that to live.
Damn. Oh, that's kind of sad. I kind of feel sympathetic for a vampire. I'm not anymore.
I like how the glow leaves her hair when she starts freaking out. Oh, it's back.
Hmm.
It just went away for a moment.
It's really hard to watch.
The baby crying. These shots, like where the art goes like really heavy lined and stuff, and like messy,
Yeah,
reminds me of Tonokon. Whenever they did the flashback shots of a certain incident, it went very much like that.
I see.
It's the baby crying.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to, Araragi. You can just leave and nobody's going to blame you, Araragi.
But we do know how Araragi
He's
is.
an idiot. Stupid as hell. I'm disappointed. Oh, I just heard my...
Blood is so red.
Oh. Yeah.
I think that I felt sympathy for this vampire because she looks like Lillian. Maybe that's why.
Not a bad way to die, my dude.
He holding her up so that she can like look like she's standing up.
Mm. Yeah.
dead. Oh, never mind. She's not. She looked dead there.
I think this goes back to the point in Bake at the end there, when it's like he definitely would have killed himself if it weren't for Senshokahara.
Yeah. That's just the kind of person he is.
Yeah, that's what he is. Oh, that's the beginning of the episode.
Hmm?
The movie.
Oh, the movie.
Hmm.
Oh wait, that's Shinobu? Wait, I thought
No.
that wasn't Shinobu.
It's Kiss
Oh,
Shot
never
Xero
mind.
Orion Heart under Blade.
Yeah, we know Araragi's good with children.
Obviously. Mm-hmm.
Roasted chicken. Yes.
I never knew Shinobu was an Olympic diver, but
Sometimes the animation in these movies is like incredible, and then sometimes it's not.
that the moments that it isn't incredible is what makes it amazing.
Hmm.
Burning love. Love. Burning. Chicken. Haha. An average vampire. But that's like the biggest torture in Varinasera. Just putting a vampire out in the sun. I forgot. No, I'm calling you Shinobu.
Well, her name isn't Shinobu, though. Really big props to Shinobu's VA. If I remember correctly, she just kept praying every single day for Shinobu to go back to the human form. Well, human form. What am I saying? Adult form. Because it's a lot easier for her to voice.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I
He
think
has
her
a good
voice
set
is a
though.
lot like more naturally deeper too. So, and she has to act like a small child that's old. Uh,
I mean, at least she doesn't sound like English dubbed Klee. Oh,
you really have a problem with these English dubs, don't you?
yes, I do.
You take the English voice please for the English voice Scaramushes, which are amazing. So
Wait, what? You think that Klee's voice sound good, Cerby?
no, that's dope.
No, I am asking if I heard you right.
No, you did not. Maybe she could pick and choose a character. Like, I want you in English, you in Japanese, you in Chinese.
Yes, I want that.
Actually, that would humor me, even voice acting aside.
That feels like fate.
And the sound.
This is where the excuse, she looks like a lolly but she's 500 years old, comes from.
Well, I know one of the
Shinobu
original,
fans.
like, super old dollies was from Negima.
Shinobu fans, I'm not on your side. Unless you like the MILF form. If you like the childish form, you're just a map.
Hey, you really want to get us canceled, don't you, Kiwi?
I'm sorry.
Shinobu is great in any form. I don't know what you're talking about.
No Senjugahara.
True, but still, She has her moments where she rises very close. Especially in her adult form. Which, by the way, guys, if you didn't know, Shinobu does have the biggest measurements. Well, I say measurements. I'm literally talking about biggest boobs in the series.
The biggest
Even bigger than
measurements.
Hanekawa's. Yes, she's 100, 100, and 100 in her 3 measurements.
I mean, like, Shinobu is
literally a
an
barrel.
adult and Hanekawa. Shinobu is an adult and Hanekawa is a teenager. I believe that Hanekawa can still grow more
That's not
to
how.
adulthood.
That's not how it works.
I mean,
Actually, no.
anyone
I think
can still grow, but like that's not necessarily what you're meaning.
I think
Yes.
Kiwi's just wishful thinking right now.
How am I wishful thinking?
I mean, there's 2 ways to make your boob bigger as an adult. Well, 3 ways.
Yeah.
Plastic, fat, and pregnancy.
Yes, that is correct. Hmm.
Oh, is this where they'll meet Meme in Kizu?
Who knows? I do, and so does Cerby.
They have the best names.
Guilty Kata.
I claimed episode in Mudai.
Go ahead and have him. Although, don't say too.
I've said nothing.
Well, not in that way. I'm not going to say it because it's technically a spoiler. But
Why do they come back outside of Kizu?
I don't know. You don't really care about spoilers. I might text it to you later.
Yes, do.
No, don't. So Cerby can theorize with me.
It's not an important detail. It's just something about episode that's pretty funny.
I claimed him because it was the end. It was the last round, and there was nothing. And at least he looks okay. His personality kind of ruins his appearance.
No idea what that was referencing. I forgot.
It looks like
I
old
did watch a
slap
video.
pit.
Isn't
There was
it that? Isn't
talking
it
about
that
it,
one Ghibli movie
What?
about a comedy Ghibli movie about a family living together to the point where manga became just centered around the little sister because the little sister became so popular?
I have no idea
I'm
what
the
you're talking
only
about.
one. Yeah, I'm the only one who knows about it.
Monogatari loves the shot of like the crossing.
It does use it in
They-
many different ways.
I was gonna say it used it a bunch in Bake, and it uses it here. Dramaturgy. I forget what dramaturgy means.
Jesus fucking Christ. One Piece?
Yes.
Are you talking about Hawkeye? What was his name?
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my
It
mind.
makes
and
me
also
think more of what's his name from Trigun, who fights with a giant cross-shaped gun.
I believe Guillotine Cutter's design is based off of Guts from Berserk.
Mm. Do you know what dramaturgy means?
I do not.
It's the study of dramatic composition and the representation of the main elements of a drama on the stage.
I see.
Meme.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Meme has the earrings like Antichrist.
Meme just gotta go in unnecessarily epic.
In his Hawaiian shirt. In silly goatee.
I wonder why he didn't do any of this cool shit in Bake.
He didn't do anything in Bake, really.
He sat on a bunch of school tables, though. Sotomate.
I love this setting, though. I love big, like, industrial structures like this.
Oh my god, he looks handsome.
My god. The meme, man. The signature line.
What if Meme is Araragi from the future?
Now that's a theory.
A game theory. I'm
Thanks
sorry,
for
that was a
watching.
tick.
Please don't leave yet. Yes, because any old man can do that.
Uh, I don't like that.
I kind of have my doubts that he can even win against one of them.
Did you see the side of some episodes cross?
Maybe he can't take out a cigarette normally. Everything's got to be the meme. All of Meme's OSTs are amazing.
How did he eavesdrop from that far away? We watched him like fly over.
He has super hearing. That is the meme. The way of the meme man.
Yeah, Araragi-kun.
Yeah, interesting thing to note here is that Meme still refers to Araragi as a human. This is something that he did remark upon in Bake. Man, 2 million yen for a student is The game is afoot.
Oh wait, the movie is over?
Kiwi actually wasn't here. She just went to take a really long bathroom break and just came back.
No, I was thinking.
That requires your full concentration.
Trying to kind of understand what is with Oshino because I kind of don't trust him, so to say.
Do you mean? He's the meme man. You can trust the meme man.
Mm. It's
You're
just
going to
that
sit through
some
these credits
shots,
because the preview
some
are
shots,
pretty hype.
some shots portrayed Oshino as such a like untrustworthy person that I'm having a hard time trusting him.
Oh, gee, Willikers. As if they didn't do that in Bake. I do agree that he is a very shady character. We're not really sure of where he's from or what his intentions. Well, he does say what his intentions are, but can you really trust that? Oh
I
yes,
stand
I'm
by my
just
theory. I
a
think I've cracked
mediator.
it.
Is he
That
shady
he's
by all of
Araragi
the
from the
shades?
future.
Mhm.
I see.
Is he shady? Is he shady by the fact that he was in shades a lot during this episode, or is he shady because of his personality? That's what I want.
I see that Kiwi's sense of
I'm
humor
sorry.
is top notch as always.
I'm sorry.
You know, you apologize a lot, just like this one Monogatari character that I know of.
Ah, good fucking damn it! It has become a tradition at this point.
If any of you viewers know who I'm talking about, then you know it's gonna be hype when we reach that arc. No, we're not done yet. Haha, you thought the credits were over, but no, it was me. More credits. Haha. Mhm. Spoopy.
I like this song.
Hmm.
We're not watching it in the Halloween season.
Well, I mean,
Turkey season.
yeah, and I mean, this does fit with Thanksgiving after all. OST.
Uh, I don't
Mhm.
celebrate Thanksgiving, so I totally forgot it existed.
That's okay.
I
You
don't
don't have
either.
anything to be thankful for.
Yeah. You know, Kiwi,
You don't,
us
you don't need
non-Americans
big
are
turkey
just,
dinner.
we're all sad. We all hate our lives.
I mean,
Damn.
my family's already preparing for Christmas, so it's pretty hectic for me already. So I
What?
don't need Thanksgiving.
I
Wow.
know so many people who get mad at people who get excited for Christmas right after Halloween, and for that reason alone, do I like start playing
Oh,
Christmas music and stuff right after Halloween.
Damn, Araragi cheated on Senjuguhara before even dating her.
I don't think that's called
Shame
cheating
on
at
that's
him.
that
not how
point.
it works, Kiwi. Oh, damn. Amazing. First movie for the Kizu series. I love so much about it, the animation, the OST, and the mysterious setup for our story here. We get to learn a lot about Araragi doing Kizu. But what did you learn, Kiwi?
He's stupid.
In
You're only
Kiwi's
just
professional
learning
opinion. Araragi,
No, so
stupid.
I guess this movie just confirms for myself more as to why Araragi is a dislikable character. No one can change my opinion. He literally died and turned into a vampire for a MILF that he found in a train station.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't, but I would. I would not help a MILF out. I would help a DILF, but not a MILF. That's
Now
the
this is
difference.
just
That's
showing
just
that
sexist.
you have motivations behind your self-sacrifice, which is odd considering you die in the end, theoretically.
I mean, the thing that I noticed the most was kind of like, okay, so the shading on Meme, kind of shading. As someone who loves to shade and color stuff, I've noticed it a lot, but Meme has kind of like situations where at one point he would be in the light and then in the other he would be kind of in the shadow. I believe that when he's kind of in the light, I believe that he's telling the truth, but when he's kind of in the shadow, kind of lying to them or trying to trick them, which makes him kind of shady. Not pun intended.
What
But
does it
yeah.
mean when he's sitting there in the middle of all the god rays?
Then he's a literal god. All I can speak is the truth. Interesting observation. Let's start from like the beginning of the movie, I guess, to sort of bring some structure to the discussion.
I wanted you to go back.
in our discussion.
I'm trying.
I
Okay.
wanted you to go back to the beginning of the movie where Hanekawa was telling us what Araragi's name means.
You have to go back to the beginning.
Tuodora, a good kid, written with the A from
Possibility.
possibility.
There's a lot of
And then
kanji
Ra
wordplay.
from good kid. Yes, that is
So
his name.
basically, a good kid or a nice person all year round is how I would take it.
Where does the
maybe.
tree fit in?
The tree.
Maybe the more people he meets and the more like things he takes in, the more he grows to be a nicer person. Maybe because it has a good
Yes.
kid in it.
Well, I'm not Japanese per se, but
I'm not either.
in general,
That's why I said that we should go back.
in general, Asian names, we do believe that words have power, and that's why we always have to make a good meaning. Everybody's name here in Thailand actually has to have a meaning legally. So, yeah, that's probably the kind of interpretation that we can get as a Western audience. Obviously, their names are always in a positive manner to be beautiful, like a snowflake, or to grow into a good kid, as in the case of Araragi here.
Yeah, that's. I just wanted to go back to that. Maybe like it will tell me more about Araragi's personality. Maybe like what his parents thought that they wanted him to be. In the end,
but then they failed, and he turned into edgy boy.
Yeah. They failed and birthed
I can't speak a whole lot on like the meaning of his name and how it's written, but I know just the multiple ways you can read kanji leads Japanese people to really liking wordplay a lot.
Yeah.
So there's usually a lot of puns,
especially
a lot of,
Nisio
second meanings and stuff like that in just Japanese writing in general, not just names. But yeah, it's a kind of a quirk to the language that has some really cool things you can do with it, I guess.
Nisio definitely plays off of certain things that characters may say, do, or how they're named, and use that in like their character arcs. But if you can guess that, then you're a god. That is something that you might be able to pick up on if you're really trying really hard to look for. But I don't think it's something you should concern yourself with too much. Let's just have it push over our heads for a bit. And we'll find out later.
For me, it was only because like it was said, it was explained, so I wanted to see it again and kind of try to make it up.
Yeah. This does actually come into play a bit later. When is a question that we will answer for ourselves in the future. Alright,
Maybe
so
the tree stands for a family tree, because he's gonna marry all the girls and have a lot of kids.
Sensei Gohara didn't like that. Points.
I would say it's technically impossible for that to ever happen when he started dating Sensei Gohara. Because she literally killed him. So, I guess that's an alternate universe.
Yeah, he has the kid with Sensei Gohara, and then in a freak accident, she dies, so he moves on to the next one.
Look, Araragi is not a Sora.
And then Hanekawa gets eaten by cats. And then they move to...
Speaking of Hanekawa, what are your initial thoughts of Hanekawa here and the difference between her that we know from Bake and her here in Kizu, which is before Bake?
Personally, I like this Hanekawa much more than I like the Hanekawa from before. Not because she looks like my character, but because simply I usually like these types of characters, like a cheerful and cute type of character, especially if it's in girls. If it's in boys, I'm in love, but if it's in girls, I like it. So, I mean, I still don't like Hanekawa to the point, like, I would still not put her over any other girl in Monogatari from Bake, but I still like her more from Kizu than I do from Bake. Like, from Bake, she seems kind of quiet, mature, annoying, like kind of type of character that I would usually dislike. In this case, she does not speak in riddles, basically, what I'm trying to say. She's honest about everything than she was in Bake. Maybe because she's still not in love with Araragi.
Free-spirited and cat-like to me.
Yes, I agree on that.
Yeah, there's quite a lot that happens between here and there. And a lot of the characters do change over time. So maybe your impressions of them will change as well.
No, I'm stubborn.
I refuse to like this character. I will hate them until the ends of time. Love the sequence, love the editing for the film. Wish I could edit it like this. And then, yes, here we go. The scene where we first see Kiss Shot Exarula Orion Heart under Blade.
If you put this sequence in backwards, it will look kind of cool.
Araragi just walking backwards up the stairs.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
So at first he's like shaking in fear, and then he just calms down, and then he just slowly walks back up the stairs. I do love how like they show the absolute fear in Araragi here. Like, my god, this boy is shaking and like.
I mean, wouldn't you be if you walked in on a woman who's been cut to pieces? And is telling she wants to kill you.
I feel like Xero would be more like, I want to touch your boobs and then have a panic attack.
What?
I'm sorry.
What kind of man do you think I am?
A madman.
I'm
mad
not a
scientist. I mean,
madman.
you killed a man. You killed a boy and you made a wolf girl and a fish.
This is lore. It didn't actually happen. FBI agent, I did not do any of these things. Thank you. Also, YouTube gods, please don't strike us down. So, this particular scene directed amazingly. All the shots and like even the baby crying, which sort of just heightens the anxiety. Like, I hate it whenever you hear a baby crying in like a plane. You can't escape it. My god, it's so stressful.
Well,
but
it
it does
kind
really
of shows that like Kishot is having this like total like tantrum, where she's like not getting her way. She's like,
Wait.
"What do you mean you're running away? What do you mean you're not gonna kill yourself for me? Come back here!"
It was completely unexpected. Like, what? Why won't you help me? You just need to die for me. Kishot is a very different person, and I do believe that there is a book about the Kishot's past, but that one actually hasn't been animated yet. So maybe in the future we'll get more Monogatari.
Nope, it's done. There will never be any more.
Yes, this series is unfortunately very unpopular and nobody really watches it. So,
I mean, Shaft is kind of going out of business because of it.
It's a shame. Suck me dry. Okay.
Suck me dry.
Oh yeah, then we cut back to the beginning scene. Great callback. It's Shinobu just doing the weird like Olympic diver somersault, just hangs in the air for a few seconds.
It's so oddly static.
I love it. It works.
I wanted to comment on Kishot's like kind of how she got introduced, kind of maybe.
Alright.
You know how? So red represents danger, right? When Araragi first sees like little dots of blood, and the more he follows them, the more red kind of shows up on the screen. And then like all of a sudden there's like this blood splatter everywhere. I mean, that kind of should have set alarms in Araragi's head. But
just
he
the
should
fact
not
that
go
there was
further.
blood trail, and then more blood, and then giant blood splatter. It doesn't need color theory to say danger.
I mean, yeah, but you know.
And now Kiwi will never speak again.
Yeah, I will never say anything again.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm just a little butt.
Aren't we all? Well, usually I am, but sometimes you guys can be too. So we also have our goal here, where it's the big tree in the middle of the cram school that we see in Bake.
And Araragi's name has tree in it.
Whoa. Mind blown.
Yeah, okay, you guys should make theories about Monogatari yourself. I will not speak again. I'm going on.
Yes, I will make theories about a show that I watched several times.
I told you my big brain theory.
Actually, I forget like the theories that I've read about meme. I do believe that is one.
Is it?
I'll have to look it up later, but I don't remember if like some sort of reactor that randomly mentioned it, and I just remember that as a theory, or if I've read it on like a forum.
I say it kind of as a joke, but at the same time, they are laying things down that could possibly lead to something like that. So it's like, is it an ungrounded theory? No. Is it an out there theory? Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely an out there theory, but not entirely impossible.
And I'm gonna stand by it.
So we do have our setup here that Araragi has to go and fight these guys. Episode, Guillotine Cutter, and Dramaturgy. in order to retrieve Shinobu's lost limbs. Also, what are you rolling around, Kiwi? Is that a pencil?
It's me.
That's not
I'm
me.
sorry.
That's not me.
It was me. I'm sorry. I had a dice.
sorry.
I was spinning a dice.
I just assumed it was Kiwi, because Cerby usually doesn't do these things, but my god, I have 2 ADHD children to take care of.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
playing with my? I'm playing with my pen currently, being extremely quiet. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for being quiet, Kiwi. I appreciate it.
I'm the problem
now-
child today.
Now you must speak. Yes, and not about other stuff like Devilman Crybaby or Please voice acting in Genshin. Let's talk about Kizu. So, yeah, we have the setup because they took her
Kizu shot
limbs and...
underplayed. Wait.
What? They took her limbs, and Aragi's gotta go retrieve them, but one Araragi doesn't seem like he knows how to fight at all.
Why
And
would
all
he?
3 of them came at him at once. I don't know how our boy's gonna fare. Actually, I do know, but I'm just saying that for like dramatic effect.
But did you see the size of episodes
mean-
crossed?
I mean, I'm guessing that he's just going to kill himself until they dry out and then just push them. Or even better, kiss them till death. I would like to see that, to be honest.
Kiwi's gonna turn Monogatari into a yaoi series by the end of this.
I
in
watched
her
the
own
first
headcanon.
episode of World Trigger with her, which is the least romance show you could be watching, and somehow she's watching a shonen ai, and I don't know where it came from. I don't think she was watching World Trigger with me. Safe to say, I didn't watch any more with her.
Oh, yes. This is also technically our first introduction to Meme. It's got some amazing acrobatic skills.
Why
The
does
fact that he is wearing like those Japanese shoes that have like the back end, which you need, like to be able to walk
Episode
like
and
souls, makes him so
Beauty
much
Cutter.
cooler.
look like a fusion of Wolfwood from Trigun?
Never mind. I thought that he's wearing like those heelless heels, like that only have the front part but don't have the back part. That's what I thought that he's wearing, but he's not.
Oh,
I have a
no.
pair of those.
I forget what
I
they're
have heelless
called.
heels. They're like the
Um,
platform Geta sandals.
His signature look. Always the Hawaiian shirt. Always in these sandals. I'm not a weeb enough to know what they're called. I used to.
You've lost part
I'll
of your
just-
weeb.
Yeah.
I'll just call them Japanese Crocs.
Japanese Crocs. Welcome to the Legit Weebs channel. The name isn't sarcastic at all.
Like you see here when he's being kind of earnest and stuff, he's in the light. But then all of a sudden, when he's supposed to negotiate stuff with everyone else, he just goes to the shadows.
Mm. Does your sister want to theorize with us? Hmm.
I don't want her to theorize with us.
Yeah, I actually do see what you're thought about here. It is quite an interesting little flair that they add to his character, which definitely makes sense for how they present him and how he presents himself. So the goal here is to make Araragi human again by returning Shinobu's all of Shinobu's limbs to her, so that she can regain her full power. However, we do know in Bake that Araragi's still sort of like a half-assed vampire, and Shinobu's nothing. So from that, you got any theories about how this story ends?
My whole idea about Oshino here is that he kind of kept his promise, but at the same time, he kind of tricked them. I'm scared that I'm saying something wrong because Cerby made me feel stupid for pointing out what I did.
No. I'm sorry.
It's all your fault, Cerby.
No.
The reason why I think that he would kind of trick them is not only because of the shadows, but kind of also because of how Oshino is kind of acting around you two. The reason that I go silent in the middle of the sentence is because I'm trying to look back at Bake and think what kind of like happened,
Mm-hmm.
like how Oshino was acting, and definitely in Baki he was much more open body language wise than he is currently. Like the both of them are sitting facing forward, not having like the chair as their hands hand, but then Oshino is sitting like he is, and also
I sit in
the way
chairs like
that he was. Let me talk, please. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. I'm sorry.
And also kind of there seems to be kind of like a distance between all three of them that I can't kind of explain. Like when he's sitting in the stands, like Xero pointed out, he seems to be further away than he was before the shot before, which I kind of can see as being untrust between one of them. If we assume that the whole Monogatari series is from the point of view of Araragi, then kind of. I
No,
guess.
we don't need to assume
guessing-
it is. But
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, interesting thing in that particular shot is that yes, Oshino is depicted extremely far away from them, but also higher than them, which makes
Yeah.
him feel like more powerful and like he's a figure of authority. And Araragi is sort of acting really untrustworthy towards that authority.
Yeah, and also that's kind of like the reasons why I think that Oshino might betray them, so to say. And then as a way to kind of get back to it, he kind of helps Araragi become half human again, which I kind of don't want to believe or think about in that way. I don't want it to be that simple. I believe Araragi will 100% end up in a similar situation that his blade did. That's what I believe, and that's what I want to believe, but...
Alright, well, then let me throw in one little detail here that you might have forgotten about. In episode 1 of Monogatari, Oshino reveals... Actually, no, I think it's Araragi that says, when Oshino asks Senjokuhara for like a price, I think he says like 200,000 or something.
Oh, I did not forget that. I actually laughed.
That
I
that's
laughed
5
at that.
million. So basically here, Oshino asked for 2 million, but Araragi owes him 5 million. So that's something that we do know.
Thank you for reminding me about that. Now I can actually make a solid theory. So I believe that in some of the last episodes of Bake 14, 15, 13, I believe that I said that I believe that the relationship between Shinobu and Araragi is that of kind of like a debt, so to say. Which it kind of is. He basically saved her life and then she turned him into a vampire. Or that was an automatic thing that happened, but she kind of saved his life back. And now he is supposed to get her limbs back as her servant. So what I believe could happen is that maybe Agi will get into a pretty bad situation in danger, and Oshino or maybe Shinobu herself will come in to save him from that, and thus she will lose her self, and Oshino will make the debt higher for them, kind of. I believe that I lost my train of thought, but that's what I think.
But you also get from the context from Bake that Araragi is talking about the price of helping fix him or whatever. That implies that he did what he said he did.
And with how much that Araragi actually does trust Oshino in Bake, we can assume that, yes, Araragi sees him as a trustworthy figure, to the point where he confiscates all of Senjokuhara's weapons, so to say, before she goes to meet him.
I forgot that happened. Now I just remembered it and I'm laughing again. I guess I can then leave out the betrayal out, but at the same time I kind of don't want to leave it out. I want someone to get betrayed. Betrayal is the way to go.
Oh no.
I'm joking. Yeah.
I don't know if you are.
You could say that from what I've seen on how Oshino was portrayed here, other than being extremely shady, I want to go towards the idea of him kind of betraying them simply because of how he was portrayed in the movie. That's why I'm sticking to it, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be the case. It could really just be that he's a trustworthy person, but he just smells really shady to me. I can't really put it into words.
Oh yeah, that is
like
his character.
It's like when he asked Araragi for his bag before he went to fight Kambaro. That's the kind of feeling he's giving me throughout this whole episode.
And yes, that is actually a good example, because it does seem shady, and you were very suspicious. But if he didn't do that, then Araragi would have died. Interesting.
I mean, yeah, it's just he's giving me off the feeling throughout the whole like movie. And in Bake, I did not get that feeling until like the moment he asked for the bag. So that's why I'm assuming that he's going to do something against what he's saying that he's going to do. Because he did it in Bake, he introduced himself as a shaman, but in Kizu, he introduced himself as a negotiator. Also, like the thing that I noticed, I don't remember if he had this in Bake as well, but he has crosses that represent Antichrist on him, and I did not notice that until just now. I don't know why I did not notice that. I actually noticed them just in Kizu.
The upside down demonic cross, yeah.
It's definitely trustworthy individual, obviously.
Well, episode has the cross the right side up. Does that make him trustworthy?
Well, when he throws it, it flips down, so...
No, it's on his uniform too.
Oh yeah, it is. It's on his collar, right? And well, basically everywhere.
It's on his
uniform.
shirt in a couple places. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means Episode is a good guy, right?
I mean, like he's supposed to fight He's supposed to fight demonic beings or yokai. Of course, he's going to have the thing in
the Christian cross. Yes.
The Christian cross to fight the yokai. It's the crossover we've always been waiting for.
We all know that vampires don't like crosses. I mean,
that's why Oshino wears it upside down so it doesn't scare away his friends.
Actually,
Oshino has friends.
No, he has alien friends.
I thought he would be the alien friend. Oh wait, who are the alien friends of Araragi's?
You do realize that he was making a joke, right?
I thought he was referring to Oshino, so...
No. Araragi wouldn't have friends, because having friends make you weaker as a human. Very interesting line from him. It's an extremely important line, actually, for his character.
And because he's a vampire now, he can have friends now, because that won't make him weak as a human. It will make him weak as a vampire, and he can't die. Oh, I have an interesting torture idea that I can put into my story now.
How did we get here?
I got so lost in the span of like 2 sentences.
I'm sorry, I have ADHD symptoms. It's not my fault.
I don't know that was ADHD's fault. I'm sorry.
So, alright. Let's get some facts straight then. There's still 3 million yen missing here from the equation that Araragi ends up owing to Oshino. We still don't know how that happens yet. We also know that Araragi's gotta go fight these 3 guys to get Nobu's limbs back. And we don't know how that's going to go. But we do know that Araragi does end up surviving, but Shinobu ends up becoming nothing.
Imagine Dramaturgy just took her leg and he sleeps with it at night.
That's kind of...
I was about to say that Araragi wants to have a date with each of the fighters, and then Cerby says that. I don't think that nothing can beat me. Not that nothing can beat Cerby.
You guys, you guys disturb me.
We have proven I'm a perfectly normal person.
I am also a perfectly normal person. I just have tics.
I'm sure all of our viewers who made it this far into the video can attest to that as well.
Yes.
Leave in the comments how weird they are. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first movie. We will be jumping
This
into
is
the
our
next
first
one.
movie reaction. Like in.
Oh yeah, it is. This is gonna be a really
can-
long video. My God.
We can react to I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I would gladly watch that again.
Oh my God. I already watched it. I don't need to cry again. Please.
Hatarabi no Morgi.
Oh,
Yes, that's a
stop
good one
it.
as well.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, we'll catch you in the next movie. Till then, see you guys later.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.